He's like, "Oh, yes, daddy, make me come." Like, I love this dude. Smoking pair of boots, dude. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, year of our Lord, November the 20th. Uh, yeah,
It's almost
2024.
Thanksgiving next
Yeah,
week.
I can't wait. Not
My
because I'm
fa
doing
my
it.
favorite holiday, man. I love
Not, no,
Thanksgiving.
I'm not doing anything special for it. I'm just, I like having the day off.
Food and football and beer, man. That's a good day.
So better late than never. I mean, trick or treat. I would have loved to have done this right for Halloween, but just didn't line up. We had to do Pet Cemetery 2. It just had to be done. Which, by the way, if you guys are watching us live, Pet Cemetery 2, that's going to go up Friday. That one has been a bit of an undertaking, but I should finish that one tomorrow. And I love it. I never get tired of watching that movie. I never get tired of talking about that movie. The commentary came out great. The hardest parts sometimes, well, it's not the hardest parts. I like finding the clips that I think are worthy at starting the video. And
Yeah.
there's just too many damn funny clips in that Pet Cemetery too. And I'm trying to like really give a lot of attention to the film because there's just so many good parts to the film. Like I'm trying to like edit so much footage in all over the fucking place to really do this stuff we're talking about justice.
That's when you really need to take your time and try to add as much shit in there because it is so much fun, man, that movie.
But anyway, this is right behind it. We're doing Trick or Treat, and this is another legacy commentary. We've done this a time or two in the past, and but
Um,
we keep redoing it when we have something new to offer. And like I think the last time we did it, we still weren't video. You know,
and this wasn't out either. So,
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that too. We'll kind of weave that in. But guys, I want to remind everybody we do have the link to watch this with us. It's on archive.org. If you're watching this after the fact, it's in the YouTube description. Go, it's the German Blu-ray release, I believe Todd said. So it's great quality. But let's go ahead and get it ready because I'm bricked up. I can't wait to
yep.
watch this. I watched this new release, the Synapse release last week. I watched all the special features. This movie never gets old. I just always have such a great time with it. But okay, let me get it pulled up. Did anybody else get this release, by the way? Is there anybody that hasn't seen this movie that's in the chat?
Yeah, I'm not I mean, it's pretty popular now. I mean, that thing sold out in a week, which is crazy. Maybe less than a week, 4 days, something.
Yeah, it's one of these cases. It's like Halloween 3 where it just a lot of people come out of the woodwork later on,
Becoming popular again, yeah. There's
which
nothing
is
wrong with that. That's good.
no, it's good, but, it's just become but you also have a lot of these, flavor of the month where you have, like, a lot of collectors that will just buy everything any boutique puts out because all the groups online are buzzing about it, so you feel like FOMO, right?
Yeah.
And 'cause I know for a fact there's a lot of people blind buying this one, and there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that either. It's good for, it's good for Synapse, it's good for everybody.
Well, people
It's
are flipping on eBay for like 200 now.
what are you gonna
We
do?
shoulda got the 3-pack. We coulda made a few hundy.
Yeah, well, I'm
Oh,
just tired
well.
of getting burnt doing that.
That's true. Halloween,
I would have
yeah.
bought them and they would have printed more because it did say for now. They made it ambiguous, like there would be another run coming. You know what I mean?
Of standard edition, yeah.
Oh, of a standard edition?
Yeah.
The limited editions aren't going to get more.
Nope, they're done.
Well, shit, I should have bought the 3-pack though. I should have.
Mm.
Fuck. Instead, I'm sitting here with 2 copies of Nightmare on Elm Street 40th anniversary for some damn reason that I'm not going to be able to get rid of.
That's a good release though, man.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that. Anyway, guys, we're going to go and get started
Yep.
in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, what's the intro here? Ooh,
We got The Mask.
yeah.
We
The
got the GG, De
yeah.
Laurentiis Entertainment Group.
Oh yeah, it's got the Ragman title on this
Isn't that
version.
cool, dude?
It is pretty cool. You know what? In in a sense, it's maybe a better title, but it's also kind of just ambiguous. I mean, honestly, Trick or Treat, the title never made any sense. because
No,
yeah, it takes
yeah.
place over the course of Halloween, but it's not really a very Halloweeny movie.
You got
Like
the Halloween party, I mean, but
that's
other than
it, the
that, no.
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the Halloween dance, and that's the only thing that kinda keeps it, tethered to the holiday, but that's it. Other than that, it's a heavy metal movie. It's not a Halloweeny movie at all. And, yeah, obviously, there's Trick or Treat in the lyrics and stuff like that, but you could tell that Fastway was commissioned to maybe include those lyrics, right, because of the title of the movie. Uh,
Yeah, and
s
I gotta say, man,
There's
Fastway
room.
did an amazing job, man. Oh, the
Alright.
Judas Priest.
Yeah, so we have to take note of, how awesome Weinbauer's
Ragman's
room
room.
is here.
Yeah.
I'll call him by his Christian Jewish name, let's be honest. Weinbauer, his awesome bedroom, dude.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got that attic bedroom that everybody in the '80s and '90s had in all these, like, TV shows and movies we'd watch, but, it's awesome. I always wished I had a room like this, and I love these time capsule films. I love that this actually was made and produced in 1986. This is the right in the middle, the pinnacle of '80s hair metal culture. Love it.
Mhm.
So it's very authentic. It's, it's not to say that you watch a movie that was filmed after and they're trying to make a period piece. It's those aren't good either, but there's just something so much better about something that's this authentic.
Did
All
did
the
did you see the, Horror's Hollow Grounds where Sean Clark was talking about
I
the
watched
Kiss
all,
poster?
yeah, I watched
Oh,
everything.
that was hysterical. It's like every time he rips that down, that Mylar poster down, it hurts me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, it makes no sense because we're
Yeah.
jumping the gun here because he's gonna when he we're talking about when he rips.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait a
yeah,
second.
sorry.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep it up a little bit. I love this dude. I love the portrayal of him being this Hesher under the stairs, just listening to his
That was
walk.
Aaron in high school, man, to a
Listen to the
T.
Walkman, dude.
To a
And then
T. He had the CD player is
I
what
was
Aaron had.
rocking some chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavor water in that
Y
JVC.
you had the giant CD book, like, I mean, that thing took up your whole backpack, dude. I
Yeah,
mean
I had the big fat ones, and I still have a couple of them, few of them lying around. His buddy right there is the co-writer of the film.
mhm,
Yeah, which I don't
and I
know.
think they just threw him in there, a little later, because I don't know, they didn't really
Yeah,
have anybody for the
they
role, and
needed to cast the role, and they just sort of shoehorned him in, like, "You know what? This guy looks like a fucking geek. Let's just put him in it."
I think he's great, man. He plays a perfect friend.
Yeah. "Play my tape for me or die." I love it, dude. You got that jizz running through his hair, that grease. He's got that Hesher grease. You can tell he hasn't washed his
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
And but see, this movie captures so many different vibes that were big in the '80s. We have sort of the teen wolf getting bullied. It kind of reminds me like a Teen Wolf type thing, doesn't it?
It does,
And it's got
absolutely.
the '80s bullies, like, they're gonna
Doug
give
Savant, dude, he's awesome, man, as the bully.
they're
I
gonna give
mean
him the hazing at one of the greatest hazings ever to watch. They're gonna take
oh,
his towel off. Dude, it's funny in slow motion as he's going out the door, they pull his towel, and you see his pasty ass cheeks, dude. It's pretty it's pretty brutal, man. It's pretty like, look at where's the coach? Where's the teacher? No one's seeing this?
yeah,
Look,
Ragman Rag oh.
he got a graze of his ass doing his finger, dude. And
Oh,
look at these bitches. They, like, all start laughing except for the main girl. Like, you have what's her fuck oh, look at look at oh, it's terrible.
and yeah, and the fact that she takes a Polaroid of it. I mean, Ragman took it pretty well, man. God, I wouldn't be able to show my face at school, dude. I'd be like Angus, dude, where the underwear's on the flagpole, and I'd be, like, so depressed, dude. I'd be
Okay,
eating myself to death.
and really quick, so I understand that this is kinda where they establish, our female love interests, I guess, affinity for him, like because they show her, like, feeling sympathy, like, "Oh, that's actually terrible," but it makes no fucking sense that she is latching on to
No,
Weinbauer like she
no,
does.
no.
This total babe and this look, I'm sorry, Weinbauer's fucking ugly as shit, dude. Mark Price, I love you.
Dude's a stud, man. Come on.
God, my eyes hurt looking at him, dude.
Mark Price can get any woman he wants,
I'm gonna
man.
turn to stone, dude,
He's a
anytime, any second.
comedian, dude.
Yeah, I know.
She probably saw his hog or something when, they stripped him down
Like,
nude, and she
hold
was like,
on.
"Oh, okay.
And also,
He's got some."
This guy was Stan before Eminem created him, dude. He's
Yeah.
I get it, people used to write actual fan mail back in the day, but he's writing them like their best fr like pen pals.
"Your
And
friend forever,
I
Raggy."
love how he says he's basically writing to him, he admires him because he went to the same school and he used to get shit on or whatever, and he rose above and became like a rock god, and he looks up to him because it's like, "Hey, you made it and you came out like a king. How did you do it? I wanna be just like you." And I love how he says, Todd didn't even remember it, but it's like you say, Rock's chosen warriors will rule the apocalypse. I'm like, yes, that is. It's like you say, Rock's chosen warriors will rule the apocalypse. I like when he has the snake, dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tony Fields is awesome, dude. Look at this, dude. You know
Oh,
he's
he's
licked a
great,
few. He
man.
licked a few snakes in his day. This don't look like the first time he's done it. That's for sure.
Oh, no. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure he
yeah.
nailed this in one take. If you get my drift, I think you do. But
No,
look,
Tony Fields is awesome in this role, man.
look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tony Fields, his background, and I knew this before watching all the special features. He was a dancer. You know, he definitely had sugar in his tea, but he was on Solid Gold Soul back in the day.
He was
And
in the Thriller video, and he
yeah,
was in a lot of,
Beat
like,
It.
music
He was in
videos.
Thriller. He was in Beat It. He was
Yeah.
in Running with the Night, Lionel Richie. So he
Lionel
was a
Richie, yeah.
dancer. That was his background. And you see it put to good use in here because he's like ballerina dancing.
Mm.
It's like you could tell he's not a metal guy, but he's using the flamboyancy that he has. It just it works
Total
so
glam
well.
rock, yeah.
And but I'm saying he's supposed to be almost like a Marilyn Manson-esque type of shock rocker guy,
Yeah, yeah,
but I
yeah.
like it when he's playing the concert at the end and he's like doing the spins and like it's clearly like the Ice Capades moves. It's so funny, dude.
Well, if you saw the music video, the Fastway music video where he, lip syncs it, and
Which is
he's awesome, dude.
it's just him and Fast Eddie Clark.
Yeah,
Fast Eddie Clark is the brainchild of Fastway, and he was in
yeah,
Motorhead. That's what he was famous for.
and Flogging
And
Molly.
I not Fast Eddie Clark. Okay, first of all,
Which
let
one am I
let
thinking of?
let Red Rocket have give the music knowledge here. Okay, the singer of Fastway went on to be in that
Okay,
band,
yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah.
singer of Fastway was, like, he was young, that ginger nut, but, no, but Fast Eddie Clark came from Motorhead, and he started
Okay,
this band, and that's the guy that's in the video. It's just
yeah.
Fast Eddie
Oh,
Clark,
okay,
the
that was
guitar
fast.
player,
Okay, yeah.
and then you got Sammy Kerr singing. It's like, I don't know, like, the other band members didn't take offense at that. I love this "Tearing Down the Walls," dude.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Great song.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, and those posters, man, I mean,
Hurts
those are
me.
classics.
There's the Kiss poster.
Yeah.
It's just
He said it was worth about 500.
yeah, Sean Clark's a huge Kiss fan. Oh, the he ripped down the best,
Oh, Defenders of
Priest
Faith?
yeah, the best Priest album. But this is 1986. To me, this is the peak year. This is the
Yeah.
year Master of Puppets came out. This is right before Among the Living came out. This is, Rain in Blood. You had Peace Sells, but who's buying? It's just, this to me was the top, the tipping point. And so they really were lucky to capture the whole 80s metal counterculture at the perfect time. So we have Gene Simmons, he's playing Duke, this radio station guy that they, paid for a day to come in.
Mhm.
But to Gene's credit, he does a great job.
I thought he was great, man. I
And
love him
and
in this.
and I've always heard the stories that he was just a fucking total diva asshole. He acted,
Yeah.
that's pretty much par for the course with Gene.
What do you expect?
Like, this is gonna be a piece of shit or what? You guys, it's gonna be, you just tell me. He just kind of came in. They filmed this in the backlot studio, and he knocked it out. And but did you even watch the commentary with the photographer?
Which one was that on?
So there's a special feature on the Blu-ray
Oh, the
that it
Blu-ray. I didn't look at
no,
that one
no,
yet.
sorry, the 4K. There's a special feature on the 4K where it's the photo stills of the set photographer.
Oh, I didn't see those,
And
no.
it just takes you through, like, it just runs through all the photos, but you can
Yeah.
watch it with the commentary with him.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's actually really interesting because this guy's got a lot of fun stuff to say because he talks about being on set. He's like, yeah, I shot Gene, and Gene was funny. He came in and he was like, usually what happens is, like, I get someone, I pull them in a room and I got the backdrop and I get like how I take like 40, 50 shots and they take my direction. Gene comes in and he tells me what I'm gonna get. you're gonna get this. And he's like, oh, here's a shot. Here's a shot. He gave me like 3 shots and he did it and he was out. He's like, and I'm not doing the tongue. And he's like, okay, whatever you want, man. He just like was this kind of this he was the big star on set, which is saying something. But at
Yeah,
the time, Gene Simmons was trying to make his mark as an actor, right? And I
and
think he
I think he's pretty solid, man. He's got, like, the charisma, he's got the look, I mean, just look at the guy, I mean, he coulda made it bigger, I
he
thought.
was the villain in Never Too Young to Die, the John
Yeah,
Stamos film.
yeah.
Which, side note, I was today years old when I found out John Stamos had a nose job at the start of his acting career.
I didn't know that
Dude, he
either.
had a fucking not just a massive schnoz, a fucking broken nose looking schnoz.
Really?
And dude, the difference a nose makes, dude. And it's just I gotta show you this picture. Maybe you can see it on camera, dude. Can you see this?
Oh, wow, yeah.
That is John Stamos,
That is a hog, dude.
and it's like crooked.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the difference a fucking nose makes?
I
Todd, we need
look
to
at
go out and get nose job stat, and we'll be
l
fucking John
l
Stamos.
look at that beautiful hair. Did you see he shaved it for Dave Coulier?
He was wearing a bald cap. He was getting flamed for it. Like, "Oh, yeah,
Oh, he
if you're a
was.
real friend, you would shave your head in solidarity."
Yeah, come on, Stamos. Wearing
But
a
we gotta
bald I didn't know that was a bald cap.
yeah, we gotta get our schnozzes fixed, dude. We'll get all the babes. He described it I guess he put it in his,
Babes, dude, I'm married, dude. I don't need any babes.
we're gonna get all the babes. Did what's funny is he described it I guess he talked about this in his book, his biography, and he described, the nose job he got as the Peter Pan. He got like a Peter Pan, and he got his nose done by Michael Jackson's nose guy.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
crazy. Anyway, that's enough about that fucker. He's not in this movie, dude. Even though I could see Stamos playing Duke, dude.
So yeah, of course, Sammy Kerr was supposed to be played originally by Blakey Lawless from Wasp.
Blackie Lawless, not
Blackie
Blake.
Law what did he say, Blakey?
Blakey.
Blackie Lawless, from Wasp, and
Let's
he,
Red Rocket take the music, okay? No, just kidding. Blakey Lawless. Was supposed to be played by Blake Lively.
yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about. So, I think he had scheduling issues or something like that, so,
Yeah.
he turned it down, and of course, it went to, Tony Fields.
And Blackie Lawless would have fit the part. I don't know what his acting chops are like, but he looked the role. And in fact, I think Sammy Kerr, if you were to compare him to any rocker of the day, it probably was Blackie Lawless. Because Blackie Lawless played, when you think shock rock or you think devil rock, you think Slayer, you think real dark stuff. But Sammy
He
Kerr is
he
more
would've
like
been perfect
Wasp.
for it too. Yeah.
But Sammy Kerr plays like Wasp butt rock.
Yeah, yeah,
But also Blackie Lawless kinda had that satanic image, kinda like Sammy Kerr, where it's almost kinda cartoony, and obviously they had stuff like, "Fuck You Like a Beast" and these, like, these songs that, were on, like, the Filthy 15 and shit.
which, I mean, would've been a cool soundtrack as well, I mean, if Wasp would've done it, but
What do we got here? Just left y'all's Zombie King commentary, time traveling through the Revival House. Oh,
oh,
that's awesome,
jeez.
Ishmael, going back in
Zombie
time.
King.
Was Riverman on that episode?
I think I was. That Zombie King was with, Feldman and,
Furlong.
Furlong, yeah, okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
on that.
Furlong had the career Mark Price should have had.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Who knows if Never Too Young to Die might be on the list. Dude, we should do Never Too Young to Die. I've thought about doing that movie as a commentary a lot.
Yeah, we could put that on the list, absolutely. I
And
haven't
I
seen that
think
in a while, but yeah.
Stamos was also in this movie, I'm pretty sure, called Born to Ride. I remember
Border
we
okay.
rented it. My mom was like, we used to rent like tapes. We used to go to the grocery store, Hy-Vee in our region, and we'd rent videotapes. And I remember I was renting Mortal Kombat 95 for like the 20th millionth time, and my mom rented Born to Ride. She's like, "Oh, I love me some John Stamos," and it's just got him on the cover looking all sexy on his hog. Born to
Man,
Ride.
your mom had a ton of crushes.
I guess
What
so.
would your well, I mean, her,
My dad wasn't
uh,
around, dude.
oh,
Thanks a
she had to
lot.
pop in the, Van Damme VHSs and the Stamoses,
Born to Ride.
VHSs.
I'm like, you know what though? But I don't understand that kind of mentality where I I don't really watch too many, maybe I do. Maybe I've watched a lot of bad movies because they had, like, action guys in them I liked or whatever, but I'm not so big on that. Like, if the movie looks bad, I'm not gonna watch it. But, like, I feel like that's more of a woman thing, so it's like, "Oh, I think the guy's a hunk. I'm gonna watch this movie because it's just got him on a hog on the front." Like, you don't even know what the fucking thing's about.
Well,
It's
it's
literally
just
just
like
got Uncle
romance. It's
Jesse.
just like romance novels. They love it for, I don't know, the hot,
Does
steamy,
does your wife listen to romance
storylines.
novels?
Oh, yeah, she likes that stuff, yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Does your old lady like it?
I'm sad to say she has fallen into that trap in the last year, dude, and it's
The
like
older they get, the more they get into that.
the smutty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? But then it gets you in trouble because it's like, "How come you can't do this?" Like, "What?" You know, it's like it starts, like, poisoning their brain, dude,
It does, yeah,
because
yeah.
they're reading something a woman wrote.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
woman with these crazy fantasy ideas about guys that are like, "This
Nothing
is
that
just not."
happens in real life, yeah.
No, it's like, "What? What?" I know, like, dude, when she started listening to that stuff, I was like, I remember being in the background like, "Mhm," like, "I smell trouble." Like, "This isn't gonna be good in about 6 months," and sure enough, dude, it's already reared its head. It's like, I'm
Why
sorry.
can't you be more like Henry from this romance novel?
Why can't you be more like Henrique? They're always, like, fancy.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Nah, they're, like, super smutty, dude, and it's so funny, she'll be around the house,
Or
doing chores, or
Octavio. You
she
can't be
yeah.
more like Octavio.
She'll be around the house doing like chores or whatever, and she'll have like a little head earbuds in, and I'll just hear like like laugh, and I'm like, oh, I know that was a juicy part. Oh, she'll like start laughing, like, oh my, like she'll
Oh,
get like
jeez.
embarrassed, even though no one else can hear what she's listening to. All
Well,
right,
that's the
so
female version of porn, I guess, but yeah.
yeah, Eddie Bauer got invited to this pool party from his love interest here, and she meant well, but she wasn't there when he arrived, and she was late. And as if that was gonna make it better for him, like she was gonna be like his date. Like, no, he's cool, guys. Ragman's with me. But basically, he got picked on again.
Oh, I love this part.
Assholes!
"You fucking assholes!
Tough shit! I like his face, dude. Tough shit! Ah! I wanna nail him.
What do you
He's
think what happened?"
he's selling the anger though pretty well. But
He's
I'm
great,
sorry,
man.
but dude, like,
What do you expect? Yeah.
I don't blame Ragman at all, and honestly, I'd be like, "Fuck you, bitch."
She
Like,
knew
s
what the hell was gonna happen. I mean,
yeah, meet him at his house. If you really want to go with him and make sure it's cool, and you understand you can read the room on how he would be treated by the group, then meet him at his house and come with him.
yeah.
Like, I love it. He just shows up. First of all, they're breaking into the gym and they're like climbing down a ladder. All these There's a lot of movies where people break into high schools and break in the pool. I don't understand how you do that, but I like how he's like, "What are you doing here?" "I'm meeting someone." Like, isn't that kind of a weird thing to say in, like, a pretty private clique
Yeah.
party? Like,
Yeah.
well, which one of the fucking 3 of us is it are you meeting?
Why did he bring his backpack?
So,
I didn't
because so they could put weights in it and sink them.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, "I need this for the plot." It's like, well, he's lucky that, he dropped off his, Sammy Kerr limited vinyl, dude, at home
Yeah.
before, because if he, kept that in his bag, it would've gotten ruined and we wouldn't have a movie, dude.
No, ruin the story.
I
I always
love
thought
this.
this was an awesome part,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
like this, just, like, dancers background burning, dude. He's even wearing, like, a leotard, like a ballerina.
The Satanic Panic. I wonder what the reception was like back in
I mean, this is
86.
this whole movie was a response to that because the whole Tipper Gore thing, that was all fresh. This
Mhm.
was literally capitalizing on that whole movement. So, which, like I said, they nailed it. Timing was perfect. The backmasking sort of thing was all the rage at the churches. This is in the era of the Kiss, like Knights in Satan's service, or remember that?
Yeah.
My grandparents, my mom's parents were of that era where, all their church friends talks like, "Yeah, did you know Kiss? Yeah, it stands for Knights in Satan's Service. They worship the devil." And then my mom had Kiss concert tickets, dude, and they're like, "You're not going to see those devil worshippers." My mom talks about that. I was like, "Yeah, they wouldn't let me go. They tore up my tickets because there was Knights in Satan's Service, apparently."
Oh my god.
But that was like, well,
Yeah, that was a
my
big
mom was a little old. my mom had been my mom was like 19 when this came out,
Yeah.
but a few years earlier. So I mean, that stuff was kind of going on, and that's why I love Detroit Rock City too as well, because Detroit Rock City really hones in on just like Kiss in general, because
Yeah.
all that stuff was going on in the late 70s.
So this movie was made for had a budget of 3.5 million, box office it did 6.8. Um, it was released October 24th, 86. Could you imagine going to see this in the theaters,
I
right
would,
before Halloween, dude? That'd
I'm,
be awesome.
I'm sure nobody was in these theaters. It
Probably
probably
not. Probably not, but
I don't know. I don't know if it would have been appreciated. I don't know how we would have felt about it back then, because literally the marquee star was Skippy from Family Ties. It's like going to see a movie today with I don't know, fucking young Sheldon or something. He was on a TV show at
with
the
what?
time. Oh, I
So
was
now
just
they're chasing Skippy. I think Aaron froze up for a second, but
no, you froze. You froze.
chasing Skippy through the halls. He dumped his lunch on the bullies, and yeah, he's they're wreaking havoc now. I always love that they pull that chair out. He sets the booby traps for him, and yeah, they have the Fastway "Get Tough" on there.
Get
You
tough,
boys had
boys
enough.
had enough.
I
Yeah, it's
love
so
that
good.
song. It's time to get tough. Yeah,
I love it, dude. This kind of gives me not Fast Times vibes. It gives me like Breakfast Club vibes. I
yeah.
don't know why, just the high school.
They're walking through the
The
library.
walking
Yeah,
through the library.
walk running, dude.
It's really funny, man. Man, bullies in the '80s really had a lot of balls.
Oh,
Like,
I love bully 80s bullies, man.
what I mean, I don't know why this just kind of it reminds me of a lot of different, like, just seeing this music room reminds me of, like, Class of 1984, Michael J.
Yeah.
Fox in the band room. All these '80s high schools have a look to them. They just make me think of all these other different things.
Kinda look like our high school. I mean, it was pretty
I
similar.
I I love this dude.
Oh,
What does he
yeah.
say? "Bitch, what is die?"
Yeah.
What does he say?
I don't
"Die
hold on. Uh,
die, suckers."
yeah, yeah. To the teacher's lounge, dude.
Yeah, it's funny.
You think they get expelled for doing something like that, but not in the '80s, I guess.
I always think about that. I don't know, he's like a gym teacher or what he's doing. He's like holding the other teacher, like, I'll protect you. Like, what's
Mhm.
going through their heads right now? Like, I'll protect you from these big bad teenagers with the fire extinguisher. I love how they've portrayed Ragman's house. He lives in the middle of nowhere. He's got a really small house, and it's also unrealistically big. Like,
Well,
his
he's got a huge room, but it's a
it makes
tiny
no
house.
sense.
Yeah.
In his you see how big that attic would be from that tiny ass house. It would not be this
It
giant
was
ass
filmed on a
attic.
back lot, I guess, his
The attic
room.
was, yeah, just
Yeah.
his room was. But Riverman, and ever since I introduced Riverman into this movie, we've always had the debate on who had the better room, Eddie from Brain Scan or Weinbauer. And I have to give Weinbauer the edge, man. I love everything about this room, but I like it Furlong's bedroom is, but they're different eras.
I would take Furlongs because he has that nice view of the girl next door, he
That
pretty much
underage girl, yeah, good call,
which
Todd.
was she no, she wasn't underage, was she?
I know she actually showed her tits, so she was an adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was one of those scenarios where they got an adult to, yeah, because they
Okay.
showed her tits. It was one of those scenarios where they were still, like, casting adults as teenagers so they could show their tits, which is kinda scummy when you think about it. It's like,
Well, and you
you know
have Igor, man. You have your own, like, AI Igor or whatever, and
well, now we're getting into assets because, like, you're talking about his PC and his setup because he's a product of the
yeah.
mid-90s. I don't know, man. Yeah, he was in the height of the '90s, which is cool because that's kind of more of our era, but I have always said that I wished I could have experienced, like, in the '80s like this. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
1986, the year I was born, dude, this is, like, where all my favorite music was coming out, and I would have loved to have gone to high school when everybody was wearing Priest shirts, dude. When
Oh,
when
yeah.
when Priest or Maiden rolled through the town, that was the place to be for everybody in school. How
Yeah.
cool is that, dude? Now it's like, I saw Maiden, and it's like all the 50-year-old guys, dude.
Well, even by the time we were in high school in, like, what, 2000 or whatever, when like, people were out of metal by that point, and people weren't going to the metal show. I mean, there was some, but it wasn't the whole school, like this.
Yeah. I don't know if somebody's connection's lacking, but I'm actually looking at the YouTube stream and it is Todd that's fucked up, not me. When I'm looking at the YouTube, you're the one that's all blurry and out of sync. Mine's fine. So your connection's kind of whack. I mean, let's let it roll because you got local recording. So, but the stream's kind of fucked.
Okay.
And I'm looking at it on YouTube, so it just to verify it is you, not me.
It's weird because I'm hardwired
To
for
self destruct.
self-destruction. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, see, Tom says Riverman's camera's a little fuzzy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this shit lately.
I can turn my Wi-Fi off. I got Wi-Fi as backup, but, if you want me to
Well,
try that,
it's gonna fuck up the recording.
okay,
I would
I'll
just
leave
let
it
it
let it
go.
roll.
Yeah, just let it roll. It's gonna look good in post, but if Todd were to like skip it now, it would make it way too hard to sync because it would partition out multiple video files, and I'm just not
Sorry,
about that.
guys. I don't know what the hell was up, but yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, who needs Riverman's face? We got Weinbauer.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he has a beautiful
Hey,
face. He has a whole head of hair, man.
well, I'm talking about
I
the
don't have
movie.
that.
You're actually talking about dude, he's ugly. I'm not gonna fucking go along gaslighting everybody and thinking he's attractive because he's a ghoul. But he's getting more messages from Sammy Kerr. Remember, he's like, uh, he helped him get him back, right? When that whole thing he pulled off in the high school. But now he's telling him he's gonna get him again. 6 6 crush, 6 6 crush. I'm like, I'm like 6 6 crush. I'm like the fact that Eddie Weinbauer put that shit together, dude. It's the shop class, dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
basically saying, "Hey, you just point him in my direction. I'll take care of the rest." You know?
Which I don't know about you, but I love shop class in high school. I thought it was a lot of fun. Even though I got, like, a shitty score on my, birdhouse or whatever. Did you have
Yeah.
fun in that
No,
class?
I was never into it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not man enough.
We
You
had a shop
remember? I love
we had
that.
a shop teacher that, maybe this is middle school or high school. He always used to call his students no good, good for nothings. It's like, "You no good, good for nothing."
Yeah, the shop teachers didn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And they all had like didn't our shop teacher have like staples in his head or like fucking a hook hand or something?
Yeah, one of them had a hook hand. Yeah.
They all do. They all do. It's just like if you get maimed somehow for life, you got to become a shop teacher. You're doomed. That's pretty much where your career has been reduced to.
Well, when I went to the reunion, they really don't have shop anymore. They have, like, 3D printed shit. So, they have tons of 3D printers. I was like, "What the hell's a shop
They're
class, dude?
gonna
I don't
start
have one."
introducing, like, AI classes and stuff now because that's gonna be
Oh,
all
I'm
the
sure.
jobs is
Yeah.
working with AI and stuff. I won't have a job in 10 years, that's for sure. My job will be gone.
Majority of people won't.
Zaquito, unless well, the younger people will. I had a shop teacher who got busted for a CP a month into my sophomore year. Well, yeah, that sucks, man. We've got Dick Wallman. I don't care, I doxed him. We have our principal at our high school.
Yeah, he got into some issues, I
Yeah,
remember.
he was, into some funny business. He was into, he got arrested, for soliciting an undercover male prostitute who was a cop in a park, grabbed his tree trunk, got busted. He was on the 9 o'clock news that night. It was crazy, dude. It was awesome. And
And then
then
the next day, "Your principal's not here anymore."
no, they
Okay.
didn't even say that. They literally were like, "Hey, we gotta replace Mr. Lopez." Remember that? We they just announced that we had a new principal, but they didn't
oh,
mention Wallman's name. It was almost like the spot had been open for a long time and they had been
mm.
searching and they finally found it. But so they weren't acknowledging it. It was so funny. And he ended up, I guess, rehabilitating himself. He got his life back and he actually got a job working for the school district. Go fucking figure. In Papillion. Sorry, not in docs, but he actually got another school adjacent job, but working for the district. Maybe not like for a school directly, but he was working for the district doing something.
I think he reoffended.
Yeah, he reoffended. Then he got busted for in a CP sting. So it's
Yeah.
like, dude, you got a second chance, dude. Like the golden ticket, and you
S
fucked up.
So I worked in a grocery store in high school, and he used to come in the grocery store. I used to bag his groceries and stuff. He was with his daughter. His daughter's probably like in high school at the time or a little younger. I felt so bad for her after that. I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
Jesus, you know? Yeah.
it's humiliating. I don't. It made my dad, who was fucking on crack, seem like I don't know. I almost said Bill
Stand up
Cosby, but
role
that's bad.
model.
I almost said Bill Cosby. I'm like, that's not relevant. That's not good. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Weinbauer's setting the trap, dude. He's
Yep.
like, setting the trap to get him to 6-6 crush. Yeah, this guy looks like,
Listen to
every
this shit. I love that, dude.
that pisses me off. What an asshole, dude. I mean, that's how people were, man. People, like, thought and I think people still kinda feel that way about some people. eh I remember I dated a girl briefly, quite a long time ago, and why does he look like, that angel guy, Borealis guy? His little henchman looks like that David Borealis or whatever. Anyway, and she was into, like, whatever was on the radio, all that Beyonce type
Yeah,
garbage,
yeah.
and I listened to the music I listened to,
Mhm.
and she just thought she secretly was super humiliated by it. Like, and it wasn't even like in a fun, cute way, like, oh, like razzing me. Like when she would talk about, like, how girls are like always like jumping the gun, talking about hypotheticals like kids, like get fucking easy. I've been dating you for like a month. But
Yeah.
anyway, she was like, oh, I don't think I'd want to have kids with you. It's like, because I don't want them listening to this shit. I don't want them getting picked on at school. Like, I don't want them to be that kid. Like, it wasn't that the music wasn't good. And it was like she was like making a big deal, but like, I don't want my kid to be that kid in school, like lesser than like
What?
what? Like like, no, it's gotta be one of the cool kids that likes good music. Like, like I don't want them to be one of those
Brutal.
fucking loser like metal kids. I'm like, and I was getting I think that was actually the last time I talked to her. I think that's where I drew the line with it. Like, well, we're done. Because it
She's
started.
probably like, "You're probably one of those loser kids that wear a Pantera shirt every day to
It
school."
but it was so funny because it started, like, really getting offensive, like, "Wait a second, wait, now you're offending me because 'cause you're really hitting home here, like, what are you saying about me?" And, I got really pissed off, and I remember it turned into, like, a little thing, and I'm like and yeah, that was the last time I went out with her, it was so funny, like, "Well,
Remember we
fuck
used
you."
to wear the same Pantera shirt every day, and people used to make fun of us, dude.
Yeah, a
Like,
couple
"Look at
of
these fucking kids."
just a couple of twinks.
Yeah.
That's us. I use that term incorrectly all the time on purpose. I know it's supposed to be like twinsies, but I say Twinkies. I've
Mm.
said that a million times to make people uncomfortable. I say it at work. Like whenever, like if I ever, like I remember I'd go to the office and I was always like,
Wildest.
I was always skirting the line about like, yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah, I love it, dude. He's high on life, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, he's
We've all
running the
we've
red
all
lights, dude.
we've
He's
all been
amped.
there, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. What made you get there? What
What?
made you that pump when you got like head for the first time or something? Like, what are you talking about? When were you
Pumped
like
up
running?
when you're driving around listening to your music, dude?
Well, he's
Absolutely.
amped because he fucking got his revenge, dude.
No, I don't think I got any revenge on bullies, no.
His mom, his mom should have found a couple of crusty socks, dude. That'd have been funny. Like, oh, can you imagine? Like, if I was the head of the art department for this film, I would have jerked off in socks just for the, the props. Like, here he goes, authentic. Have her grab this, like crusty.
He has, like, a Judas Priest shirt that's, like, it's flat as a board, dude. You could break it against something.
Dude, I love when he comes to school. Now he feels super cocky, right? We're gonna see him come to school after this, and he's got like the new fucking bandana around his head, dude. It's awesome. He looks like Rambo in First Blood, the sleeveless fucking denim. Uh,
It's a pretty cool getup, man. I wish I could pull it off. I can't though. I couldn't.
dude, Ishmael, absolutely, dude. You don't need fucking baggage like that. Get the fuck out of here.
I love
You
that Megadeth cover.
like me, like my music, dude. You either like somebody or you don't like somebody, dude.
Yeah.
Don't if you put me in that situation to choose between you and Dave Mustaine, you're not gonna like the answer 100% of the time. Nobody
It's funny because my
makes me
wife doesn't
choose.
like my music or my movies, so she didn't really give a fuck.
Oh, this is just one incident that it made me think of. This isn't like a
Yeah.
normal thing, but I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "God dang." I was basically getting at what the Weinbauer there's still kind of a stereotype to a degree,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Back in the '80s, man, these were like I think they would call them like the heads, right? The Hesher smoky guys, the metal guys, but that's just I don't know, man. Like if '80s sitcoms and movies have taught me anything, it's that the jocks in the '80s were the fucking dicks and the metal guys were the coolest. I don't I just they always seem like the nicest people. Like, the jocks are always bullies, dude, unless you're
and
Emilio in the Breakfast Club, dude.
and it's totally like that. I mean, you go to, like, metal concerts, everybody's cool.
Yeah.
There's a few shitbirds here and there, but 99% of the people are cool.
Yeah, I remember, like, when we were in high school, it was definitely like that too with music. I think there was a pompous, sort of the jock cliques, but you had, like, the crossover bands, which kinda made you sick, which, Metallica was. Metallica was so popular to where, like, jocks loved them, all the football
You had
players.
the Corn, you had, like,
But it was, like, Disturbed was, like, the epitome of, like,
throw
foot
metals, yeah.
Disturbed was, like, football player rock. Like, "Oh, yeah, I like that Down with the Sickness." Like, "Yeah, I like that Down with the."
I like Disturbed. I still
I
like
know you
Disturbed.
do. I
I
know you
like
do.
it all, man.
It's fucking trash, dude. Todd likes Creed.
It's toe tapping music, man, it's good.
Todd likes Stained.
I like a lot of music that you don't like.
You know? I've created a monster here. It's like Todd used to listen to Dave Matthews, which is great, but then he didn't really listen to a lot of that stuff. And then I got him into the good shit. And then he took what I gave him and he filtered it and got down to Stain somehow and Creed. I'm like, what has happened?
Hey, I go in every direction.
Yeah, I bet you do. You're like a Chinese finger trap, dude. Fucking getting pounded on always. I love this
Uh,
dude. Look, Tim, a peace offering. He burned him a tape of it, which is
yeah.
crazy because it's like, why would you do that? Why would you? It's just like the Pet Cemetery where it's got like why would he give him the tape that has like the fucking messages? Look at him, dude. He's fucking just looking
He's
up the
staring at
skirt.
the skirt, yeah.
Love it. Love it.
All horned up, yeah.
You get that's a little bit of taste of 80s culture too, because I feel like that kind of stuff was a little look at Ragman. Look at his fucking drip.
He's
Like
badass now,
it's
man.
total sex appeal. You know what you do to compensate for an ugly fucking set of genetics? You dress like that. I mean, this guy, you
But
know
I
what
need
I
to
mean?
start dressing like that.
Look at that headband.
Would you can you pull that off, that
The
headband?
What I think is so funny about it is that he comes in walking super confident, like, "Yeah, I look badass," when he looks extra fucking ridiculous. I love it. And what does he say? Like, "We'll do lunch," or like, "Oh, it's so you." Oh, I don't
Oh,
understand
yeah,
where that.
yeah, yeah.
I don't like those pants. I don't understand that comment. Ciao. Oh, it's so you. Ciao. Like, wait a second. I thought you were like super confident metalhead. You turned
Yeah.
into a fucking gay guy. I don't really understand that. It was kind of like, did Tony Fields write that line for you? I don't.
Nah, it must have been Rob Halford, I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of always an interesting line to me.
This inner Rob.
Okay. So, admittedly, this fucking scene makes no sense. So they're parked. They're at
A lake.
like a kissing point or whatever, the bully and his girl, and they're making out, which you have to help me with something because I don't recall how the fuck does he get the tape? How?
He put it on his locker, remember?
I thought he gave it to his friends. Oh, he gave it to the bully.
Yeah, he gave it to the bully.
Oh, the whole time. I've never noticed that. I don't know if I've ever
Really?
noticed that.
Who do
Yeah,
you
you're
think he was
right.
giving it to?
You're
He burned
right.
it
I'm mixed up because his friend has it because he steals it from the bully later. Okay.
'cause
Yeah, that's right.
he knew it would mess him up.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't know what was gonna happen, but
So, what an asshole, but this part still doesn't make sense how Sammy Kerr manifests into a giant fucking ghoulie, dude. Like a giant, like this looks like Charles Band, some fucking full moon fucking monster. And
yeah.
actually, this whole scene's kind of a love-hate thing because 'cause I'm like, this scene makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't, but I enjoy it.
And boy, did, Tim take the longest piss ever because he goes to take a piss. And literally, she's like, "Okay, well, I can't wait 20 seconds. I'm gonna go lay down and listen to this tape. I'm gonna walk a mile away to piss for some reason." And, yeah, she literally has enough time to listen to a track, get
Gets all
murdered by
horned
a
up.
giant. Yeah, it gets well, that's the power of Sammy, dude. He's
Yeah.
fucking working her. Like, you're gonna see, like, ghost hands, dude. Like, at the animation. It's really fun. It, like, pops her top. But, look at those ghost hands. I love these 1980s, like, animation, like, hands,
It's
dude.
almost as good as Evil Tunes.
It kinda reminds me of, like, Ghostbusters, like, when Ray's, like,
Yeah,
getting his, pants undone.
yeah,
Look, it's grabbing her, dude. You see the hands, like,
yeah.
copping a field. It's so ridiculous.
Pops.
But yeah, I just don't understand where this whose idea this was. It just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Like, yeah, now Sammy Kerr is gonna manifest into like a it should have been Sammy.
Well, I mean,
It just feels like it was filmed as an afterthought, like, "We need another death, we gotta redo this, and we don't have Tony Field." It feels like an afterthought. It's like, it would've been way cooler if Sammy Kerr popped out in the front of the car in front of her, "Ah!" and he, like, said something and killed her. That would've been a little bit more on brand, but the fact that it's this weird giant, like, Charles Band, creature is kinda odd. I don't know, I've always thought it was really weird.
well, I think they threw the scene in there because they really didn't have any gore in the film.
And they had to have
So
some nudity. Like,
they
we
had to have
gotta have
some
some
nudity,
TNA.
yeah. So it's like, "Okay, we gotta get the teenagers in here somehow
I
and
feel
throw
I
something in."
this makes me really wanna watch the commentary because I have suspicions that that's gotta be it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they brought her back. Well, we need to bring 'em back for a reshoot. We gotta do a pickup shot, another scene. We need something. We need a little TNA, and we don't have Tony Fields. That's okay. We'll, like, mock up some fucking weird I wouldn't even be surprised if this was, like, a leftover prop from some other fucking movie. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I need to watch the commentary 100%.
Sammy Kerr, puts her in the hospital here.
Yeah, it doesn't even kill her. It's like this movie's
Yeah.
not really there's no violence, and he kills a bunch of people at the high school dance. I mean, he zaps them into fucking vapor. But
Dust, yeah.
the fact that he actually doesn't even kill her is kinda interesting. It's just it's a little it's almost like I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't just kill her. I don't make sense. Maybe it was a ratings issue, and maybe there's something about, like, well, Sammy Kerr shooting, like, lasers and lightning bolts out of a guitar and then turning into dust with just shoes sitting there like the cops. That's all, like, kinda like Wile E. Coyote. Maybe that's like, "Oh, that's
Weinbauer!
"Why Miller? You just stay away from me, Why you stay away from me." And he's got the pumpkins, dude, and he puts them in his hand, and the flames go. I love that. Like,
That's the
stay
best part, dude, yeah.
like I just don't understand, like, now he's, like, getting slowly possessed, dude. One with the gir well, they missed an opportunity because he's obviously becoming more like one in with Sammy, but they shoulda had him, like, really merge, dude.
Yeah,
Like Freddy 2,
yeah.
you know?
Hey,
But,
there's Ozzy.
yeah, there's Ozzy playing the pastor, dude, and, he's clearly got his hair tied behind his neck. They're not even hiding it that well, tucked into his shirt. Do it like a dog. Ram my love missile,
I
my missile, your love channel. Feel me.
I always love the aerobic scenes. It reminds me of Return of the Living Dead 2, like,
Yeah, they're hot,
86,
dude.
right around the time, man. It's
80s aerobics, dude. They're hot, dude.
yeah.
Feel me. Fail me, fail me. Now, Ozzy Osbourne, they said he was a much better sport than Gene Simmons. He was really nice and he was all into it. He's like, "Oh, I love the idea, ha." And
That's
the photographer's fun. Like, listen to that sometime because he's like, "Yeah, I got the photo I had Ozzy there, Sharon was there, and Jack was a newborn, and they had me take pictures, and I gave them to them just as their new baby, Jack." He's like, it's fun hearing this guy's, like, interactions with these people.
well, that's one thing they couldn't get. They're waiting on that's why it took so long. They're trying to get Ozzy on this, do an
And never
interview, but they couldn't get it worked out, which sucks, but, I mean,
is
he's
that
only in it for 20 seconds anyway, so
is that why is
that's
that why
I
they're
guess
wait
that's one of the reasons, yeah.
that's not worth holding it up for, but
Yeah,
I doubt he even remembers being a part of it. He's probably so coked out of his mind, dude.
probably. Oh, here's
And like you s
Weinbauer, dude.
yeah, she's in the hospital, like,
"She's in the fucking hospital, man."
I love it, dude. Some, like, fucking pyro X-Men shit.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
Doug
I don't know what
Savant's great, man. I
Tom says, "My dad beat the jocks in high school, even if he's a proud gearhead of a father of mine."
mm,
Was your dad a gearhead? Look at that. It looks like he's wearing a Dark Knight shirt, dude, that bat. God, you're gonna turn me to Stone Weinbauer, dude. You're so fucking ugly. God, I don't need
he looks like
you
every
don't
kid in high school. He looks
you
like
don't
you in high school, dude. Come on.
you don't have a face for close-ups, Weinbauer. Why are they
Dude,
close up?
you and me look the same in high school, man.
God, I don't look like Weinbauer, dude.
No, we're Weinbauer back in high school, man.
Oh, no,
Not
I
saying
wasn't
we're any
Weinbauer.
better now, but I mean,
I am. I'm way look, I'm up here, Weinbauer's down here. I am above him. I am better than him in every way.
Well, you probably are above him. He's pretty short, isn't he? He's like probably like 5'5".
I don't know. Let's see. It sucks that Ozzy's dealing with Parkinson's right now, and I'm glad he's a two-time Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. You know, Ozzy said recently that the Parkinson's isn't his problem. He's like, that's that they. He says his decline is due to a bad surgery. He's certain. He's like, I had a surgery that fucked me royally. And he's like, it's not my Parkinson's, it's not all that stuff. He blames this particular surgery. I listened to their Osbourne's podcast that they were doing, which is really entertaining, which is him and the Osbourne's clan talking. And Ozzy's kind of checked out half the time. It's fucking hilarious. But
Is that on
yeah,
Spotify or what? Is that like a
it
video
was like a
podcast or
YouTube video. They all sit
Oh,
like in
okay.
their house and
Mhm.
just it's really fun
Hmm.
because Ozzy cracks me up. Okay, so now Eddie's like, "Oh shit, maybe my new friend Sammy Kerr is not so good because like what did he do to the what did he do to that chick? She's in the hospital. Someone told me he turned into a giant alligator or something and fucking raped her. I don't know what he did to her. Slimed her ears. Like what? What?
Yeah, they never really talk about it. It's like, yeah, they just showed the smoke coming out of her
Well,
ears. It's like, what the hell?
they don't really establish it, but he's kind of like Raiden, dude, a god of electricity. Like that's his whole
Yeah.
thing, and I don't understand where that comes from because first of all, he's a rock guy. Okay, he died by fire. You would think he'd be like infused with flames, but no, he's an electricity guy. I don't get. It. I get it. He's speaking through the backmasking and the records. Riverman will have to be back in a minute. I lost him. Now he's back. Well, there goes my fucking edit. That's gonna fuck it up right there.
Sorry.
Yeah, Todd, do me a favor. We got to do a clap for me because I'm gonna fucking lose it on the no 1, 2, 3 clap. Okay, no Todd 1, 2, 3 clap. Okay,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 clap. Oh whatever. God, that this is gonna be a fucking terrible edit now.
Hey,
It's gonna be a fucking miserable.
sorry, my computer just crashed. I
Yeah, there's something
apologize.
wrong with your PC. The worst case scenario though is that this made all the videos file and I'll have to use the local with the StreamYard, which is bad because your shit's fucked up. Let's hope it's not fucked. Anyway,
I apologize, everybody. It just kicked me out.
well, you look good now.
Oh,
So
really?
something yeah, you look crisp now. So you probably needed to do a reset, but I'm just scared that it fucked up the recording. But we'll see. Anyway, which literally editing these things, man, let me tell you.
Just throw a, like, I don't know, some sort of video in there or something, or you can just throw a little thing of Ragman on there, a picture of his face. How about that?
But I'm saying though, it's happened before where like I it just fucked up all the videos and I couldn't do it. Like it's a little weird. I don't know. We'll see.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out and that convenient for everybody. These fucking things already take me 5 hours to edit as it is. Now it's gonna take me 10 hours. Anyway, so we finally get Sammy Kerr after 48 minutes. He's finally gonna show his fucking face.
Oh, here we go, Sammy. Let's see it.
Yeah, Sammy, cheer me up. I need cheering up now because this fucking
Oh,
podcast
come
is
on. It's not,
it's gonna
come
be
on.
hell.
You don't have to do it right now.
I gotta do it
Wait,
next week.
wait till Thanksgiving or something.
No, it takes me a whole fucking week as it is.
I'll
Anyway,
do it. If you want me to do it, I'll do it.
no, I'll do it.
It's not, I could do it. It's not a problem. I actually have next Wednesday off, so I can do it if you need me to.
Oh, I don't think you could do it in a day. I can't.
I can do it in a day.
Okay. Anyway, Sammy Kerr's coming out of the speakers. And like I was trying to tell them when you disappeared, I don't understand why they've established him as this electricity demon. He died by fire. But
Yeah,
I
that
guess
doesn't,
just because
yeah,
it's just because he's alive through backmasking and the
yeah.
record player, but that makes him an electricity thing. Like, did the little demons from Freddy's Dead come to him when he died in that burning house? They give him the power of Raiden. Doesn't make any sense.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it reminds me of the Nightmare on Elm Street where he's coming through the ceiling, but he's coming through the speaker in this. So I like
You
that
mean
too.
the back wall, you mean?
Yeah, back wall. Yeah, hovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's actually quite a I mean, technically, we've seen Sammy Kerr, like, through the archive footage and stuff when he's watching the TV, but, yeah, it's kinda funny that did it I don't know why it reminds me of Trickster. It does, even though they're not really the same, but they're both, like, crazy characters with big hair that come out of some sort of electronic there's, like, a weird, kinda comparison there, but
They could have made a sequel to this. Trick or Treat 2.
no, it would've sucked. What are you gonna do, make it about new metal?
No, I'm talking about they could have brought Sammy Kerr back in some.
There's gonna be a new kid, dude, wearing his fucking
Yeah.
backwards red Yankees cap, dude, listen to and he's wearing his puff jacket, dude. Fucking he's got Limp Bizkit tearing down his fucking Limp Bizkit posters and his
Dude.
fucking
Yeah. Give
yeah,
me something to break.
yeah, don't give me something to praise. That shit fucking thing. And, Sammy Kerr is like a fucking knockoff Fred Durst, though, dude.
Yeah.
Freddie Kerr, dude. Well, there's a new A24 movie coming out about Y2K with Fred Durst in it. And, Todd was just talking about today how he's sick of
I'm
A24.
fucking sick of A24,
I've been
man.
tired of A24 for a minute,
Yeah.
but it's all the same bullshit. But damn straight I'm gonna watch Y2K starring Fred Durst, which I know
He's
Fred Durst
starring in the movie?
he's in it. He's not
Oh,
starring in it, but it's got some big young actors in it, so it's legit. But Fred Durst is in the cast, and I'm like, they're gonna doctor him up to play 1999 version of himself.
yeah.
If it's about Y2K, they're gonna shave off his face, give him a red ball, and try and pass off like he's 25 years younger. It's gonna be great.
Now is he making a resurgence with the younger generation, Fred Durst, or is it just like Deftones?
I think it's old people like you.
Oh, okay.
That Fred is nostalgia. It's like Creed. I think Limp Bizkit's little resurgence is kind of like Creed's.
Well, Creed has talent, dude.
But I'm saying I think it's similar to what's Creed's going through where it's nostalgia for older people. I don't really know if they're really grabbing younger people. Deftones is younger people because of TikTok. I love it, dude. Like whoever's taking care of the fan duties for Sammy Kerr's hair in this movie, dude, who's like below him holding the
Holding the giant fan,
yeah, the
box
box
fan,
fan.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they need a raise.
You'll give him a raise, I'm sure.
You should be loyal to your heroes. I love it. His mom, dude, the oblivious mom. I wonder where Eddie's dad is.
Oh god, Eddie's dad ran away a long time ago, man. He's like, "I can't look at Weinbauer anymore. I gotta get out of this fucking house. I'm sick of
She's
looking at that schnoz."
yeah, he's gonna start tearing up his record player and he's gonna be like, I wanted a new one anyway. Like, I mean, his mom can come in there anytime. I would. I'd be like, if I start hearing like that, I'm gonna break. I'm
So,
gonna go in there.
you wanted a new record player, a cassette player, a
I'm
new
like, okay,
hi-fi
get
system.
so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and assume Weinbauer doesn't work a job and didn't buy that shit himself. And so as the parent that most likely paid for it, I'd be like, you motherfucker.
I grab that bat and start beating Weinbauer with it.
I'd throw him out of that fucking fake attic window, land on the back lot, parking lot, dude. They filmed all this stuff really in the house, though, downstairs. All the other stuff is really in the house. And his best friend, and the special features, they show the best friend is actually the house next door. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat that they got it that authentic.
I wish Sean Clark would have been able to get in the house, that lady's house, so we can actually see what it looks like now. I
She
mean,
wanted to respect her privacy. I'm like, she doesn't have to be in the fucking video.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure
walks in
Sean
the house, there's like 30 dildos just sitting up there or
yeah,
something.
I'd be like, I'm sure Sean would understood if she wanted to put like a doily or like over a couple of family pictures. Like, yeah, like I'll just, I don't know.
Imagine some old lady with like a pink nightgown on with curlers in her hair, dude. Like, "What do you
Mm.
wanna do?"
And he was saying that the owner of the house was making mention of like, oh yeah, you'd be surprised. She gets people that come here at the trick or treat house, and I'm like, where are these people? Where have these
How do
people
they know the
been?
address?
Where are these people that love this fucking movie so much? Like,
Yeah.
where they just emerged out of like the last 2 years?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I just find it hard to believe this woman's really getting people coming there soliciting. "Oh, this is the Weinbauer house." Like, really?
I no, I
Uh,
agree.
it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I hate to be an elitist because I'm definitely not, but I am happy to say, like, I've liked this movie a lot longer than other people.
Yeah, you introduced me to this movie, back in, like, 2005,
No, 2004. I think maybe it was
2004. I
5.
don't
I don't
remember.
know. That was probably around the era when you came and visited me.
Yeah.
I remember our buddy Travis. I remember we watched this and Desert Heat. I was
Oh,
like, "You guys
yeah.
got to watch Desert Heat," and I think we did a double feature, and we watched both. And
I think he fell asleep during Desert Heat.
huh?
I think he fell asleep during Desert Heat.
No, he didn't, but he definitely was opinionated about it
Didn't
because
appreciate it.
I remember you loved it, and
Mhm.
he's like, and he goes, I remember him going, "It wasn't very good." He's like, "I think you overhyped it." Like, like, "I'm sorry, I don't think so." "Oh, I
Now
like to see,
Travis was kind of an elitist when it came to movies. He was more into the Aronofsky. He's like, everything has to be Aronofsky or something like that.
dude, I gave you guys the Eddie double feature, Eddie Weinbauer, Eddie Lomax. The
Yeah.
fucking double it's like Eddie Lomax, dude, had the power to do wolf calls, dude, that comes out of nowhere. Ooh,
He's got a
just
small dick like you.
I love that movie had plot holes too. It's like, what the fuck? Now he can do wolf calls? Like what we missed the part where Johnny Six Toes' spirit entered him, or like the wolf, like him they became one. I don't it was like kind of like left field. Like, what the hell?
I wish we coulda talked to Danny Trejo more about Desert Heat. I mean, of course, he sang for us the Cigarettes and Whiskey, but,
Yeah.
we didn't get
I
enough
put that
time
vi
with him, dude.
I put that short on the channel though. I put that up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cigarettes and whiskey. So we got his friend listening to the tape now. You did kind of have these guys that looked like him that were nerds that also listen to metal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a
That
lot of
really
them.
didn't like have the look.
Yeah.
But but anyway, that's all it took was to play the tape, man. And he should have warned. I mean, I guess he did warn him, but this guy just couldn't do what he was fucking told. Weinbauer should have stole the tape. I would let
Why would you put it in the hands of him?
Why would you make him steal the tape and even risk him listening to it, right? "Play my tape for me. I'll die." And he does it.
He blows his speakers, and then here comes Sammy.
I don't know, dude.
Scary.
Be a dream come true, dude, if you turn around, and you see fucking Sammy Kerr in your house,
You
dude.
see a burnt up Sammy Kerr?
Yeah, dude, with that fucking, baked potato, dude, wearing that you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, take me, Sammy."
I love that hair, dude.
I bet you do. You like to fucking pull it. He's like to you like to
I don't have any hair, so I love that hair.
he's like Uh, shut up. I always love that part, dude.
Yeah.
That part cracks me up. He's like, "Oh, I have all your" shut up. I like how he's not being more starstruck, dude. Even if he's like dead, I'd be like, like, ah, like how she like
This part is
reacts.
just ridiculous that he grabs her out of the TV.
And she's like tiny, dude.
Yeah,
She's like the size that she was in the TV. I guess that's the joke.
he just throws her
She just
down.
breaks.
Turns into dust, dude.
I love that too. Tonight. I'd be like, uh, I don't feel like that episode he had with Sammy Kerr, the encounter was enough for me to actually go and play that tape to all the kids and do that. I think I would just like run
Oh,
away.
I forgot he vacuums her up, dude. I forgot.
That's so funny. It's just like a little hilarious little
Did you notice that? I never noticed that before.
yeah, it's so funny. It's and look, she's dating the dad from Alf or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
This like nerd. Die, call me pig.
Yeah. Dan's
And
here.
she's like all hot and bothered. Dude. She's like Cindy, or she Madonna or Cindy Lauper, one of the two.
Uh,
Madonna. That's Madonna.
they look the same.
But I think that's Madonna.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, she's like, "What a hunk." Alright, in his dreams, dude. Anyway,
God.
Zach Ito, The Fanatic is awesome as a fellow person on the spectrum. Yeah, The Fanatic's aw that's a great movie. I that's one of our funniest commentaries, I think. It's so great, and obviously, that's, the connection to Fred Durst, but it's that he really nails the "so bad it's good."
He needs to direct a lot more movies. I know that.
Mm, well, I guess whatever. It's just
He needs to
no
get
sugar
Feldman.
tonight in
He
my
needs to get
coffee.
Feldman involved. I know him and Feldman can make something great.
I'm pretty sure they've had those talks on the tour. Like,
Probably.
I'm sure they have.
God, this dance looks like shit, dude. Before Sammy
Yeah,
gets there.
they were able to book, was it the North Carolina University arena? I don't remember which arena, but it's a basketball arena for whatever big university they're in. I don't know if they're in North Carolina or where they're at, but they couldn't afford some more extras to really fill it out.
I
It just feels like
know.
there's not enough people, dude. Are you playing some Judas Priest? And I like that really cheesy line. Like it was just obviously shoehorned in there. Like, Judas? What? Because he's paranoid because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
betraying Eddie Weinbauer and what he's doing. Are you playing some Judas Priest? People don't say Judas, people say priest.
Yeah.
She would be like, if anything, she'd be like, priest, not Judas. What? Me? No. Judas
Judas.
Priest. Oh, so guess what? So she listens to metal. So she's listening to that shit that Tim doesn't like so
I
much.
don't know. She probably sees Weinbauer's shirts, dude. And she's like,
I don't I don't understand why she wants his fucking dick so bad. I don't get.
Weinbauer?
Weinbauer fucking stinks
She
like BO,
pities him,
dude.
dude. It's just like from Sidekicks. Remember? Winnie Cooper pities what's his face?
No, but she clearly likes him, dude. She fucking makes out with him. She gives him the fucking hero gets the girl kiss and everything.
Well, by that
And when
time, I mean,
after the dance like turns to shit, she's all like, "You got to I need to know everything right now. Like, why are you running? I don't know." Like she's like going with him. Like, dude, what are you doing? Which producer's daughter is that? I can't act. Trick or trace on my face. And I think it was filmed in North Carolina, and she has
yeah.
like she sounds like a local. Like, you know what? She's got like a southern North Carolina accent. For some reason, I get the feeling it's probably a "you scratch my back" thing. Like whoever they were working with in the state, like maybe they all
The
let you use,
governor or something. Okay, you can film
or I'll
here,
let you
yeah.
use my
Or
house
the
for
mayor.
free if you let
Yeah.
my daughter be in the
Yeah.
trick or treat from my face.
That's it, dude, if that was my claim to fame, I'd love it. I was in Trick or Treat for 3 seconds.
Wow, cool. What'd you say? Whoa! It's even worse. Really, really bad. I'm surprised it's taken this long to say it, but you know, oh, going to a party.
Yeah.
His girlfriend, dude, she gives you real serious Ashley Lawrence vibes, right from Hellraiser.
Yeah, she
She looks
does.
like I'd say she looks like an even better Kirsty, like a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like a slightly better looking Kirsty.
Definitely Ashley Lawrence. I can totally see that.
And according to the asshole dude, according to the commentary, he I guess she never acted again. They said she just kind of disappeared, and they couldn't even find her for the special features. Like they didn't get her. She was just
She
off
was
the grid.
embarrassed by having to kiss Weinbauer. I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially Weinbauer now, dude. Oh, he just like
Well, Weinbauer saw you coming at the convention, and he got what $100 from you, dude.
I don't remember what I gave him. I was like this chick, dude. I pitied him.
No, 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 no. He gave you a
I
spray
chose
painted T-shirt, and he gave
I
you a
chose
piece
to
of
give him
wood,
money
dude.
instead of my salami, dude. That's the
He
only
gave you
difference between me and her.
okay. What did he give you? An autographed picture. Ragman did
Which I love. The 8x10's awesome.
8x10.
Which the 8x10 is that photographer on the special features, he did all the promo shots. And so, like, I got the picture of him, Gene Simmons, and Ragman, and you got I love that, and he's got the whole, like, death to false metal or whatever on there, and
Okay,
it's a great.
and he gave you a shirt, like an iron-on, press-on white shirt that looked like it was like you get them made for like $2. It's not the high quality stuff like we have on
Well,
our Teespring.
I no, you need to, like, watch you do your facts straight here because it actually is the same T-shirts from Teespring.
Well, you don't say that, okay?
No, it's actually a really high quality shirt. Now, the graphic on it is, like, lazy and
Oh,
shit,
okay.
but it's a quality shirt. It's just it just says Ragman. It's got a weird, like, stencil, like,
It has his
image of
face, doesn't it?
yeah.
Who
It's
would want
kinda
his face
funny.
on the shirt, dude?
I know that ugly fucking face, I know. Trust me.
And
My
then
wife wears that shirt around the house while she listens to her smut doing the dishes.
you should be like, "Are you on your rag, man?" So and you got an 8-inch vinyl, which isn't even a record. It's just a prop you get at home or Hobby
It's fake.
Lobby
It's fake.
prop
It's
record.
absolutely fake, and I don't even think it even has anything on a label. It's really fake. I think it's just I'd have to pull it out and dig it up, but he might even, like, written on it, like, "Yeah, this is the fucking, like, Sammy Kerr fucking thing." It's totally just DIY.
And what did
That's the director right there, the director
and the best thing is
behind the
he gave you a
schnoz.
piece of wood. What's the piece of wood that he
I
gave
don't
you?
know what the piece of wood's for. I don't know if it's, like it almost looks like you're supposed to stamp something, but there's, like, no stamp. I don't know what it is.
So
I have
he
no
he
idea what it's
gave you a
supposed to be.
piece of wood in this little
Yeah,
care
they gave a piece of
package.
wood.
Oh my god, I'd love to see this piece of wood.
You did see this piece of wood.
I did.
It's actually the perfect size to show up your ass. Now that's what Bauer should have did, like, "Yeah, I put that in my ass." Like, "Oh, okay. Well,
You
you can have
probably
this back."
you probably would have paid him for it. I mean, you know.
And then what el
You had buyer's remorse right afterwards because I think you
oh,
went
right
back.
away,
Right
right away.
back, you went back because
But I went
he
there
stole
I
your
went
$20 from you,
no,
remember?
yeah, he didn't give me the right I told him. I didn't say it. I went
Oh,
back to like, yeah, no, I went back like, "Hey, you, you shortchanged me like 20." Like, "Oh, did I? Oh, shoot, I'm sorry." Like, "Yeah, fucker.
dude, he needs that money,
Guess
man.
you failed sped math, Weinbauer. Fuck." I love the close-ups, dude.
Yeah,
His eyes, dude. Just fucking intense.
that is pretty badass.
I love Sammy Kerr's got the best fake shred playing ever, dude. He's just like I love he's just like twiddling his fingers, dude. They're not doing anything. Yeah. Well, you got to start with hit your side, dude. Hit your chain on your side.
Yeah,
It's intense, dude.
it is. Very,
Gets
very
me pumped.
solid.
It gets me pumped. What if nobody clapped? What would he have done? Just started? Would he have just like gotten right
He's
to the
a
fucking killing him?
dude, he's a fucking demon. He can get anybody to do whatever the hell he wants.
I don't understand what the point is. Like, why he was a rock god, but though really he just wants to come back from the dead and murder the kids in the school.
The
So he has like these
bullies,
deep.
man. He's
So
gotta
he
get
has this
revenge on the
he has
bullies.
these deep seated issues where he wants to just yeah. He's like the Freddy Krueger of bullies.
Yep. And that's why he
I play
attached
my
to
guitar.
Ragman.
Dude, I play my guitar like that all the time. I do that. I go and then flip my hair.
What
I
hair?
love that. Yeah, I flip my fake hair, dude. He got rid of that. He gets rid of that. He gets rid of that guitar real quick. Like I just want to hit the first few chords and then I got to do some dancing. See, look at
Would you wear that shirt, dude?
hell yes, hell yes. Let's see, Rock God, Mark Wahlberg, and Rockstar. Yeah, that movie sucks. That movie wishes it was this movie. Like, look at these moves, dude. This is a ballet dancer.
He's a
Isn't
great
it weird?
dancer, man. I mean, the dude was in Thriller video. I mean, he's
Dude,
been at the top.
that guy's doing the Fly to the Angels, that fucking pure rock CD. He's like on the
Oh,
mic,
man,
the
that's
drummer.
awesome, yeah.
Did you see the move? He was doing that move, like
Yeah, yeah.
in the back. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta like eat it upside down. He's even better than the real Sammy. I mean, this movie kind of is like Ernest Scared Stupid levels of like violent.
Well, that's the one thing about this film that I wish they would actually had money behind some special effects other than vaporizing people. Like, I wanna see some heads explode, dude, with that guitar.
I think that's what the director says was his attraction to doing it is because he didn't want to do something that was all violent, and this was more of a tongue in cheek kind of satire on the culture at the time. And so I think the fact that this movie is so good, and I'm glad it's getting. Look at this. Look, I'm sorry, dude. How suspicious he is, waving his ass in the camera, dude. Gosh, but it's just
Dude knows how to perform, man.
I think the movie it's just a great sign that this movie is this good. It doesn't need violence. And in fact,
Every movie needs violence.
It's interesting that if you think about it, if the only thing that's really making this movie R-rated is that useless titch scene in the car with the weird lizard,
Yeah.
that seems kind of forced. You know what I mean? And I think it was kind of backwards thinking back then, where I think you wanted I could see where a studio would have been like, "No, the R-rated movies are selling. We need to add one tit scene. We gotta bump this up to an R." You know what I mean? Because it's like people are going to see Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Whereas, like, if you fast forward 15 years, people were doing the opposite with, like, The Ring, where they were pushing these PG-13 horror movies, right?
Well, and I think they could have done good with this, done well with the special effects. I mean, the makeup prosthetic on his face and stuff looks cool. Um, and I don't know. I mean, I know the
I
director might not
I
have
I
wanted
I
that,
have
but
I have to watch the commentary because I just have a feeling like they made it this way intentionally, and then studios were like, "Hey, we need a tit shot." Like, "Fuck, dude, we spent the whole movie kinda making it, like, kinda PG-13-ish, but now we're gonna have" because it's an R movie. Well, I guess he says there's fuck words,
well, the
right?
special
"Fucking
effects guy
assholes."
was Kevin Yeager, who did Freddy Krueger effects, and he also did Tales from the Crypt effects.
Yeah, and Chucky.
Yeah,
Well well, I take it back. This movie does have F-bombs, so it's just not violent. That's the only thing. It's got nudity and but honestly, this movie could have easily been PG-13 if they just trimmed a couple of things, no big deal. It's just funny, but it doesn't
yeah.
I love this. This is like Tony Perkis, dude. The
Mhm,
villain was over the top. Is
mhm.
he gonna do like a fucking triple backflip? I'm too powerful. I'm
He's
too
smashing glass,
motivated.
dude, on the
You
floor.
know? It's
Yeah.
like this random clown,
"You're
dude.
through here."
Yeah, you are through. I don't think so. You are through here. Dude,
Yeah,
and you got Tim coming in here and he's gonna grape her. I think that kind of helps push the R rating a little bit because like he
yeah.
literally is going to grape her. And she's even like, we did it once, remember? It's like, you asshole. So like fucking she gets around, dude. Like he's trying to give her the Weinbauer the fucking chlamydia he gave her.
Well, yeah, I mean, he doesn't want Weinbauer getting any more, so
That's my theory. My theory is he tapped her. He gave her like fucking gonorrhea or something, and she feels dirty, and she's like, "Well, the only person that's gonna love me is a guy like Ragman, so
maybe.
I'm gonna go for Ragman because he'll accept me for my gonorrhea, my fucking blue waffle."
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus, dude, a blue waffle.
you know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
probably rocking a blue waffle down there, dude.
Oh
Gross.
my god.
Yeah, would you put some maple syrup on that? You know, you won't even tell the difference. If you guys just Google blue waffle, guys.
No,
If you guys
don't.
I don't even know where that will do it. I mean, I don't care. G
No.
Google blue waffle. I don't even really know what the disease is that that's associated with. It's just fucking nasty. It looks like every STD is what that looks like. I'm sorry. I guess they're called STIs now. Just like how there's only 8 planets. Sorry if I can't unlearn what I was, fucking bred to learn, dude. I
It'll
hate that.
it'll never make you look at a vag the same way again, let me just tell you that.
Come on. We did it once. And then he fucking hits
He
her.
smacks her, dude.
God, he look jeez, dude.
Then he feels guilty about it. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
oops.
so every bully has to have roid rage too in the '80s.
I love it. I love it. Bring back 80s bullies.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like 80s boys because they're easy to spot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a teacher in the 80s, be like, look, dude, I watched fucking Growing Pains. You're the fucking bully.
Yeah, you get
Tell.
the
You're on
guy
the
with the
football
tucked in
team.
shirt with the
You're the bully.
La Casa
Look,
yellow shirt.
Tim, who are you fooling with that rat tail? You're the fucking bully. I, get away from me, Winebout. Why do I feel like the Terminator is going to come turn the corner with a box of
Do
roses,
do
dude?
do. Yeah.
Like, get down. He grabs like fucking Weinbauer, dude. Yeah, Weinbauer should have been Eddie John Connor, dude.
You know what? If he was young enough, he would have been a good one.
Sorry to keep going there, but if he was also pretty enough, but I'm sorry, he's fucking ugly.
God, dude.
He wishes he was
You're just
furlong, dude.
railing on Weinbauer, dude.
I love that dude. That's a great kill.
Yeah.
In the finger. I like how playful these kills are, dude. They're funny, dude. I don't it doesn't hinder the movie at all for me. This is
I
actually a
don't see
great
it hinders, but I think it'd
I
make the movie better if they actually
I
had some
think
gore
this
in
is
it.
actually a good candidate for a movie you could show your kids as, like, an introductory. Don't you think? Well, maybe not the boobs. You would have to, like, cover their eyes during that one scene.
I would say it's a PG-13 movie. Yeah, like you were saying, this is a good PG-13. Like, I wouldn't show my 8-year-old it, but
I mean, there's the one tit scene, and there is a couple few F-bombs, so
I
technically
don't care about the
but
cursing, it's just the tits, I wouldn't want him to see that.
but it's just the one you just, like, literally do like my grandpa did, put your hands over the eyes, and they're gonna do this because we all know that little boys are gonna do this,
Yeah.
but at least you could say you did your due diligence. Like, "I did my job," they're gonna look. I like how his friend's like, "I gotta do something right." Oh, and he, like, sacrifices himself, dude, but he doesn't die. Actually, I think his friend's hilarious, like, "He's dead. Actually, I'm not." I laugh, dude, all the times. I love this. "I gotta do something right."
He feels guilty.
I like how they just know. First of all, "I gotta do one thing right." Hold on. "No. Oh. Oh. Ah.
He
Ugh."
sacrifices himself.
He almost did like the Freddy Krueger dude, like in the first movie where he turns digital and he fades away.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
like in
but
the
you know what's
ending.
funny is oh, I gotta see I wanna hear this part because it's funny, and then I wanna say what I was gonna say. Watch. "He's dead. Actually, I'm not."
Roger,
Alright.
man.
"He's dead." Right. "You're a dick, Roger. You coulda said that
Yeah,
any time,
yeah.
but I woulda did it too." You know what's funny though is I don't
You shoulda did, how about a little
they
mouth
got
to
look,
mouth?
They got Billy Bob, dude.
Oh, that's from Showbiz, dude.
Yeah, it's Billy Bob from Showbiz.
Yeah, okay, his name is Billy, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Rich Evans dude, Dick the Birthday Boy. You ever watch
Yeah.
that on Red Letter
Yeah,
Media?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Dick the Birth but, anyway, this movie does it commits the same crime a lot of movies do, where you can't really feasibly explain how Weinbauer knew, like, the source. "He's electricity. We gotta get to the power breaker. That's how he's getting around." Like, how do you know this? You know what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
mean, he's
he
been
just put it
he
together.
just vaporized people with electricity, I guess, on stage,
But is
so
that the first thing you would think about when you see a demon just wiping people out? Like, you would think, like, his powers know no bounds. Like, I don't know, maybe he's gonna, like, shoot fireballs out of his asshole next. I
yeah,
don't
that's
think you're, like,
true.
really gonna, like, think, "It's electricity. We gotta take out the power. Oh, we gotta trap him in the backseat of the squad car." Like, all of a sudden to me, it's like, he's just the electricity gremlin from Gremlins
Yeah, you
2.
just attack him with a garden hose, man.
I think I love this movie, but I do think it's kind of, like, all over the place as far as, like, its theologies and what it is. It's
Oh,
like, are you a Halloween movie? Are you a metal movie? Are you a electricity demon? Did you die from fire? What
more
is going on
more
here?
holes in Swiss cheese, man, this movie.
And also, I really, really wish we coulda had Duke again.
Yeah,
I feel like it's good the way it is, but I always kinda feel like Duke should have been in the last scene. Like, I feel like he should have came back,
yeah.
for one more scene. And one thing that they bring up in the special features, I don't remember who brought it up, but it's something I've always thought is like the ambiguity of Duke's character. Like, did Duke know what he was giving him?
They shoulda brought
Is he is
something.
he is he bad, or did the fucking package just mysteriously arrive to the radio station knowing that Duke would give it to him? It makes you wonder his character. Like, was he like an agent of,
I think
you
he's,
know,
Sammy Kerr's friend.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like 'cause he obviously knew him enough because well, he probably went to school with him.
Yeah,
Because, I don't need that much detail, but he's like, "Eddie, he was really troubled," you know? He
yeah,
seemed like he knew him,
yeah.
and they're probably of a similar age, they probably went to school together, it's probably a small town. Um, so yeah, I think, as far as NPCs go, side characters, Duke is a really interesting one, like, I would love to know more about him.
No, I agree, they shoulda definitely brought him back for the ending, I mean, they coulda kept it in this movie by, like, going to Duke, "Okay, we're playing something on the radio," and they can go to Duke talking. Kinda like
Yeah,
they do for what movie is
like
that
he'd
where they
called
do
him
that?
and had Duke in on it, like, "Okay, like, you I need you to do this for me, Duke. Okay." Like, I don't
That
know.
like the Warriors, dude. Like the
Yeah, like, oh,
Warriors.
like the Warriors, yeah, like, Jav, Turkey, like, she's talking
Yeah.
and everything. But, yeah, that could've been really cool, or, like you said, he could've been used, like, they coulda helped him,
Mhm.
like, they almost kinda set him up as an ally,
Yeah.
and, like, we're gonna need him later, and because or even when he goes back to the radio station because they need to go to the radio station and, prevent the tape from going live. Like, you coulda had Duke involved somewhere there.
Yeah.
But what if, like, when they end the movie and it ends with him I love the Sammy Kerr just
Yeah.
jumps to the fucking window. It's like, what the fuck? He got supercharged, dude. I like when he, like, just it is like Wile E. Coyote. It's
All
like when Wile
horned
E.
up on that
Coyote
voltage, man.
when he does this cop though with the fucking he's gonna come, dude. He's gonna get him with the taser. He's like,
Yeah,
like
that's
you're just
great.
getting more power. And he just he basically pulls a Wile E. Coyote on this cop where he's just like a
Mhm.
pair of shoes smoking, dude. Like, he got blown up by dynamite. I
"Give me a
love it, dude.
chance
Like,
I'll never
oh.
forget."
He's like, "Oh, yes, daddy, make me come. Like, I love this dude. Smoking pair of boots, dude. Like it's a
Yeah, yeah,
cartoon.
it is, man.
But it's the cheapest effect, but it's very effective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we just put a pair of shoes with some smoke coming out of them, dude. Light a few matches and throw them in the boots,
At least
dude.
give us some, like, shins, half blown off shins too, man.
Like I said, I kinda feel like it's one of these things where they were going for a certain thing, and then at the end, I wouldn't be surprised if that tit scene was a reshoot, like an added scene, and at that point, you're probably like, "Well, fuck, if we were gonna have to do that anyway, we should've went hard on the rest of the
Yeah,
shit."
producer was like, we need something else. Throw in some titties." Yeah.
Yeah, test audiences weren't liking it, they've been accustomed to getting a pair of tits in all these movies.
Yeah.
And then if it was me as a filmmaker, I'm like, "You're telling me I just shoulda went balls to the wall with all the other shit because now I just had to put tits in it? Great."
You think they're gonna remake this movie?
No. I hope not.
They
I
just
just don't think you could.
they just remade Street Trash.
Oh, did they? Jeez.
Yeah. Isn't that
Was it like a
crazy?
Tubi original? What is that?
I don't know what that is that on
It's like
Shudder or something? I don't know.
Festival of the Living Dead quality?
No, I heard the quality is actually good, but I don't know.
Okay, I also love when Weinbauer's like, "Okay, go to my house and get this," and she's like, I don't know, like, he's like, "Go to my house and go to my room." I wonder how long she fumbled around, like, which room's Eddie's? Like, she was just talking to her like she's been there a lot, like he's fucking had her up there and nailed her a few times in his bedroom.
She holds up
Yeah, crusty
his
sock,
crusty socks, yeah.
that's where I would've came in handy as the set designer, like, "Hey, give her one for her. The mom had one. I got more. There's plenty for all my children. Here you go. Here you
It's
go."
like 30 socks on the floor, dude.
You gotta get the quality, dude. You gotta get the thin dress socks, dude, so they crisp up real nice.
Oh,
Like a thin piece of bacon, dude. You know how it is with bacon, where it's the thinner the cut, the more it crisps up, dude. That's how it is with my socks, bro.
ugh. Dude, I'm never gonna look at your socks the same way
I'm just
again.
like, you're not gonna hunger for pork rinds ever again, dude.
Yeah, I'm never gonna touch your socks.
When have you ever touched my socks?
Never gonna smell your socks
Like
again.
you're like, "I'm never gonna fucking jerk off in your socks again, gross. I was stealing your socks all the time, jerking off in them." God. This is kinda where it turns to, like, Freddy Krueger, dude. I love it. The end of the
Yeah,
where he's like
yeah,
he's in the house, dude. Yeah, it's actually pretty creepy. Where he's like Michael Myers, like, he's burning through the door. This stuff's actually
that
pretty
is
creepy.
cool. I give
I
him
feel
that,
like
yeah.
look at the devil horns, dude. I love that, dude.
I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, they're like devil horns.
Yeah.
It's cheesy, dude. It's like, he's burning through with his horns, dude. And what's with the Frankenstein walk? Oh, coming in. Like, he put his hands in the toilet. Flush, flush. What did she say?
It's water.
But what does he say? Wait, hold on. You gotta why does this work? And it sucks him back in. What
Yeah,
is
that
that
doesn't yeah. Well,
is
the
it electricity
electricity, yeah.
current? It's, like, crazy. We're just supposed to buy it like it's sucking him in. Do you think Tony Fields is above that? Like, "You want me to put my hand in what now? A toilet?" I don't think so. Like, this guy's used to drinking tabs, dude. Fucking
Puree water.
I would have had to, like, prank the set, dude, as the director took a shit in there, dude. Didn't
There's,
tell him.
uh there's
Can you
Ragman's
imagine you make
tiny
Tony
room.
Fields put your hands in the toilet, you had a shit in, like, "Oh god, what the fuck?" Like, "Gotcha! That's for the fucking blooper reel." I would have loved that blooper reel, dude. You pull your hand out, shit.
We wouldn't get that blooper reel. Here goes his car driving in reverse.
Yeah. Well, and I think Sean Clark was right that they had to have played it reverse.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that was
To
played in
take that
reverse.
corner,
Yeah.
'cause I didn't even think about that, but I used to think about, like, God, that's some slick driving skills, dude. He whips around so fast.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Sean Clark's probably right. Why wouldn't you just, like, rewind the footage? That's gotta be the easiest explanation for it.
Yeah.
Very effective, it's cheap to do, just like a pair of boots with some matches inside. It's, you know,
Yeah, I'm with you. This, whole ending scene kinda falls flat. Um,
and I just wanna say that it doesn't hurt them. I think
no, it doesn't hurt the movie at all.
the movie is so good, everything else that it because it's not the whole 3rd act, it's just the last scene.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the 3rd act's awesome 'cause and it's funny because it's even how Sean Clark said where he referred to as the dance scene as the final scene, but he corrects himself. He's like, "Well, I mean, there's stuff after it, but let's be honest, this is the final scene."
Yeah.
Uh, but But I disagree. I think the dance scene's great, but I actually think even the stuff in the house with the toilet, all that stuff is great too. Him jumping out of the window of the house. It's just this last scene that doesn't make any sense to me, where it's
No, I
like,
agree.
how what is the logic that he knows Sammy Kerr is gonna get trapped back there?
He
Is it
goes to the
because of the
radio station, and then he figures
I
out.
know. He tries calling him, taunting him, "You're just a poser."
Yeah.
"Ah!" Like, those are, like, fighting words, dude, but he's, like, trapped. Like, why is he trapped? I don't he's a demon. Why is he trapped?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, God, yeah, he's trapped in a backseat of a car. You think he'd be able to get out of that shit?
I mean, and why all I mean, he fucking did a triple fucking swan dive off a fucking basketball hoop, and he appeared up there just
Yeah.
like that. Like, why is he stuck in the confine of this squad car? Also, how did Weinbauer know that he was gonna summon him and he was gonna be in the back and not, like, the front? You know what I mean?
Well, he has the
Did
radio back there,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's right, he put the player back there, you're right.
Yeah.
I
So
thought about
so
that.
he for the electricity, but it was just a radio, right? It wasn't actual. He didn't actually plug anything into the wall or into the
Yeah, he was
car.
going on batteries. It's like, where does
Yeah, that doesn't make
it's
any
kinda
sense.
I thought about that too. It's like batteries is the same as electricity? Like an actual, like, source in a wall and, like, the I don't know, this movie's flawed, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, but no, I'm never gonna get to the bottom of the holes here, but
No, you just have to reach out to
Mark Price doesn't
Charles
fucking
Martin
know.
Smith and see if the director.
I'm pretty sure if I asked Mark Price, I can message Mark Price right now, be like, "Hey, did you know why this is?" Like, "No, I don't, man. Hey, can I borrow $5?" I just don't wanna have that conversation because 'cause I'm sure he's gonna ask me for money.
He
I feel
saw
like
you
he's gonna
coming last time. He's gonna see you coming this time too,
He's like,
man.
"Oh, I remember you. You're the one guy who bought my bundle.
He's like,
I never forget a sucker."
I bet your wife's still wearing that damn shirt, isn't she?
You know, with, to be serious though, I do I'm just giving him shit, but we could definitely get Mark Price.
Oh, I'd love to talk to Mark Price. I
Why
love
did we
Mark
not think to
Price.
get Mark Price on this?
I don't know.
Why did we not get Mark Price on this?
I don't know. You should reach out to him.
Well,
Maybe for
should we
next year we can
Halloween?
do it. Next
Next
Halloween.
Halloween, we'll have to get a Mark Price interview. Maybe not do the whole commentary, but, get him on.
He's gonna
What
be
about
like, "Yeah,
you? I'm
I
not going
listened to
anywhere
your."
without you. Give me a kiss.
He's like, "I listened to your trick
I'll
or
be like,
treat
Mark
commentary. You're making
Price.
fun of my looks for the past 2 hours."
I'll be like, "Mark Price, what was it like, getting your first and last kiss on this movie? Like, was this he's just no, I'm just kidding. I hope he isn't listening. Look, he's a comedian, dude. He can take it. I'm just playing with him, dude.
Well, remember he was supposed to go up. Remember we were gonna go to his comedic set,
Uh, he
and
was
he
supposed to do a
on stage, and he never
he was
showed up or something.
Yeah, they had a at Kansas City Crypticon, they had a set up outside,
Which I don't
but
blame him for not doing that set.
it was kind of across the street, like, there was, like, a little street, it was a little road, it wasn't, like, a big main road, but it was, like, a little road, and then you had the hotel on one side, and they had the stage on the other side of the road, and he was like, "Yeah, you see out there? It's kind of on the middle of the road." It's like, it's got he just felt like it was kinda awkward,
It's
anybody
kind of
gonna be out there.
embarrassing. I don't blame him for not
But
wanting to do it.
I kinda took it as he was just trying he was, getting into stand-up comedy, like, oh, a new career in his middle age, but apparently he was doing stand-up, if you watch the special features, they were saying he was doing stand-up and stuff back then, and he's like, "Oh, he was so funny on set, making us laugh, doing bits." I'm like, "This guy was funny?" Because when I saw him, he just kinda came off a little bit unprofessional, like, "Dude, you committed to doing a stand-up set." Like, I
Yeah,
the
but,
show must go
for,
on.
like, 10 people out there with a bunch of horror fans with greasy chicken fingers, dude, no.
That's funny, dude. Yeah, just fucking, like, eating their hot dogs.
Yeah.
It's just no, I wouldn't do it either, dude.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't
got,
do
like,
that.
Fred the Hammer in the audience fucking
Heckling you,
shaking his
dude.
head. Well, Fred the Hammer wasn't there, but I love it. "Come on! You're just nothing but a poser." In the special features, it's interesting because I never noticed this, but he was saying, "Yeah, I forgot to turn." I was like, "The whole time I'm filming, you're fake driving." He's like, you see the car doing
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy shit. He's like, "I never once am I turning. I'm just staying like 10 and 2 and
Oh,
fucking," like, he's not
Jesus.
actually I never noticed that, dude. He shouldn't even said it. Yeah, like, how does he realize this is gonna trap him, dude?
Well, it almost did. I mean, he's, like, ripping those bars apart.
Look at that shitty radio station, dude.
That's a set.
I know, but it's a hole in the wall, dude.
Yeah.
So Eddie Weinbauer was willing to kill himself apparently because
Yeah.
that I mean, the fact that he survives this is stupid.
Well, it's the way he wanted to go. He wanted to go with Sammy, right?
But he didn't even have a seatbelt on, dude. Like, how was he prepared?
Well, you don't want a seatbelt on if you're driving off a freaking bridge, man. You don't be
Oh,
able to
yeah.
get out the window.
Yeah, I know, but you can leave the window open, but keep the seatbelt on.
I wouldn't have a seatbelt on.
You wouldn't?
Hell no. Get out of
Yeah,
there as
don't
fast as possible, man.
I guess you're right. But Sammy's down there too, dude. What if Sammy can swim, dude?
Sammy's trapped in the backseat of a police car, dude. He's not getting out.
What if he just turns in electricity though, and he's like, just electrifies the water, dude? Like, I like how he's relishing too early, celebrating, like, "Oh, like, get the fuck out of there." I'd be
It's
like,
like when you
"I'm out of
throw
here."
a toaster in a bathtub, dude. It's not gonna last very long.
I'd be waiting for Sammy to pull me under like young Jason Voorhees, dude. He's
Yeah.
just like chilling out, waiting water. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of there."
So
But I'm saying, how do we know that killed Sammy? It makes no sense. He's a demon.
electricity and water, man. He's Raiden. Does Raiden get killed by water?
No, that's fucking Sub-Zero. Use the element which brings life.
Yeah.
Raiden was drinking water and he was like, he put the water down in the scene for Lou, dude. He drank it.
Uh,
This is the end of the movie, which
yeah.
is kind of a cool last
I like
shot.
it.
The
I like it too.
and it's like dawn. I'm assuming it's dawn and
Party time.
right. But I'm thinking, uh, is Duke somewhere on the way to work? Like, is that fucker on my radio
Now
station?
he took over, man. Ragman's it on the radio now. Duke is out of a job.
Yeah, but it's a little bit ambiguous, right? Like, is he like the new Duke? Did Duke? I don't know. I want to know more about Duke. I think he's the most interesting character in the movie because I know absolutely nothing about him. But there's so many questions raised.
That'd be funny if he was actually in the bathroom taking a Duke. It's like, Duke, where
They,
were you? I was just taking a Duke, man.
how do you think I got my name? Ah. What's funny is like they say in that scene that he did, they had him for one day, and they said his scene was mainly improv. Like, God, nothing ever works around here. When he hits that thing, like improv, like that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Ah.
something you would do.
And he came in and dressed himself, dude. He's like, he came in with that fucking rhinestone jacket and the
Mm,
cowboy hat, like, all right, and the ring.
yeah.
Anyway, I love this movie. I love this damn soundtrack. Fastway is a national treasure.
Yeah, that's great.
The soundtrack, you can buy the soundtrack. Fastway's debut album is also really good, but it doesn't sound anything like this.
No.
It's it's a little bit more AC/DC, more rock. But there's just something about this
Hey,
record, man.
the score comes in or soundtrack comes in this.
Oh yeah, it does come with a CD, huh?
Yeah, you wanna let me show it to you real quick.
Yeah, go and unbox that. It's got a bunch of lobby cards.
I
There's some
love
of
how
them I like,
they have
but
the original artwork, and they also have the, overseas artwork on here,
uh-huh.
which this is what you'll see up here at the top of the screen. Very
Which
cool.
I like our artwork.
I like them both, man, they're both
They
killer.
should have did is one of the lobby cards have the cheesy DVD cover with Ozzy and Gene Simmons?
No, no, they
They
were
should have put that on there just as like a collect like, as part of the history.
well, I was listening to some podcast, the Dead Pit guys had, the guy who made it on there, and they were trying to get him to have, like, one of the alternate covers have the cheesy DVD, which would be awesome, dude, because I would buy that one.
Oh, were they really?
They were talking to like, "Oh, we'd love to, have that," but he's like, "No, I'm not doing that shit." So,
It's terrible, dude.
I would love to have it though, dude.
I wouldn't have bought that one.
I would've.
I think it would've been cool to have a lobby. Well, I've got the DVD. I've already got it.
Well, I do too, but I think it'd be I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
even have, like, the same logo, dude. It's got a cheesy, like it's just everything about it, so it looks like,
The Photoshop
something
Ozzy and Gene Simmons.
a high school kid in the '90s did, dude. It's
Yeah.
really and it's not even an era appropriate picture of Gene and Ozzy, dude. It's like Ozzy from the Osbournes.
I mean,
Oh, these are
I
great.
give them the lobby cards are cool because they actually have
But
multiple pictures on here.
what are the point of those? Like, what's the point of the lobby cards? I never understood it.
There's I don't know. Looks like
In a heart
is this a Japanese or
Oh god, he's like riding the Sibian, dude. What's he doing in there? Is he
yeah, it
riding
looks
this
like he is riding the Sibian, dude. He's grabbing it, dude.
Oh, ride my Sibian for me or die. I really,
Yeah, there's the original US cover art.
that's the cover, dude.
It's
That's
great.
the one.
Yeah,
It's amazing. I'm glad you, sold me that one sheet.
yeah.
I still can't hang it up because I don't have a frame for it.
You can get them for
Fit
like 75 bucks now.
Yeah, the 41 inchers?
Yeah,
Where?
on Amazon.
Send me a link. Is it a piece of shit frame
Snapzos.
though?
No, they're the Snapzo ones, so
Oh, so they're shitty.
they're not shitty.
Are they glass or are they plexi?
They're plexi, but the thing is, you just hang up the border
I
and
know.
then you, oh,
There's like a little Easter egg scene, yeah. But
um,
I know how it works, but I might have to settle and
well,
get a
yeah,
plexi.
there's the VHS cover art. That's cool.
That's cool too. That's very
Yeah.
cool. But look, they actually put that lizard on there.
Yeah.
Look, it's in the top corner. Go back.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
why?
just on the VHS. That's the same thing.
It's so
I
random.
know. Um,
Oh, hell yeah.
that's the
That's a
Italian
pretty
one.
cool the turntable. If they
Yeah,
made it look like an Italian horror, like a giallo or something,
that's
that's pretty
cool.
cool.
You got Ozzy. Yeah, and then here's the Fastway soundtrack,
Oh, cool.
"Songs in the Key of Death."
I love that, dude, which is obviously a play on, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life.
Yep.
It's it's great, dude.
So, yeah, that was fun, man.
If Mark Price ever does come on our, channel, I'll hold it up. I'll hold up the set, dude, that I bought. I'll be like, "See this, Mark Price? This is how you sell a bundle. Look at these lobby cards. Look at this CD by Fastway, Songs in the Key of Death." Like, literally, that's what the record says. He
Yes,
wrote on it. No,
yes,
but, the shitty record, he wrote Songs in the Key of Death on there. Like,
yeah,
he did it himself. Like, "Look, this is the real deal, Mark Price.
and,
What is this?"
well, you gotta wear the shirt too. I mean, you gotta go in the piece of wood. You gotta have the piece of what's the significance of the piece of wood that you sold me?
I would have to be on the interview, I'd have to wear my Ragman shirt, I would have the wood, I'd actually go, wait 1 more
You
second,
would have the
Mark."
wood.
I'd pull it out of my ass, I go, oh, and what's the point of this?"
It's been about 10 years, Mark.
Yeah, at that point, it will have been.
Yeah.
But I would ask him, you know what would a really cool feature
Mm.
is if maybe they included it in this, if you could have, like, that real single LP and they really put Like, even if it's just like the backmasked audio, 6
Yeah,
crush, 6 crush, that would have been awesome.
that would've been
Like
yeah,
all that, yeah,
absolutely. You wouldn't have went all out for that, though.
I don't know. I would have loved it. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us. We had a nice heap of you guys in here today. Want to remind you guys, if you're new, please take a second to like the video, like the stream. And because this is going to go down as soon as we're done, and the video will go up next week. And I'm going to have a time editing that. But feel free, if you're new, to like the channel, sub, and check out all the other commentaries we do
Friday,
among all the other stuff. Yeah, Friday we're going to do a stream. I don't know what we're gonna.
just a live stream probably. We'll
Yeah,
figure it
we'll
out.
probably I don't remember what we're gonna talk about, but
Next
before
Wednesday,
next Wednesday? Why are you moving me along so fast? Next Wednesday, what? What's next Wednesday?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Eli Roth Thanksgiving. Timing's right.
Yep,
Okay, so we're doing Eli Roth's Thanksgiving next Wednesday.
yep.
Timing's perfect for the holiday. Not gonna have it edited to be up for the holiday,
Nope,
but you
we'll be
guys
live.
jump on the
Yeah.
stream. We'll be live. And before December's over, we're gonna have a stream where we do our year end, talk about our favorite releases of the year, like we normally do. And Todd and I have decided we're gonna make it a tradition, and we're gonna do the annual gift exchange again, which is always
Yes.
fun. So anyway, yeah, also like the Revival House Plays channel as well. I went live with Mac for the first time this week. It was a lot of fun, and we're gonna try and do that more regularly as well. But all right, guys, adios, bye.